Welcome to this week's Much Ado About Payments. We're here in Southwold this week in Suffolk, where there's loads of competition between cash and cards. On Monday's edition of 60 Seconds, there'll be plenty of hesitation, repetition and deviation. Here's a quick excerpt ahead of the 60 Seconds episode that will be published at 8 p.m. on Monday.
There are quite a lot of direct debits that I've forgotten about. This often happens because you sign up to subscriptions for things, and it's much more used as a tool now to limit the idea of pulling out
Hesitation.
the renewal.
Oh, hang on a minute. Teresa, what do you call out?
Hesitation.
Was it?
A slight hesitation, I think we'll say
I
there.
was
A
being
slight
cruel.
one. But given
See,
Xenia's...
Xenia's sneaky because she always throws in filler words for her hesitations, which is why I never push the button. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be that nice.
You
'Cause
push that button.
I got to push the button harder.
Laura, dispense with the being nice. Do push the
Yeah,
button.
none
Right.
of us are nice. We're in payment. We're ruthless.
I'm from Texas. We're always nice.
Okay.
So let's give Teresa the benefit of the doubt on
Yeah, I
that
wish
one.
I hadn't now, because I've got nothing to say on this subject.
This week, Ross from TikTok asked Richard Ransom whether traditional payment rails are under threat from direct account-to-account payments. My next question was posed on TikTok. So one of my followers on TikTok have got a question specifically for you. His name is Ross, and his question is, does Richard think traditional payment rails like MasterCard and Visa are under threat from direct payments?
I don't think they're under threat. I think that they need to evolve and are evolving because of the way that account-to-account payments could work. So those things that are the secret sauce of cards today, that immediate money changing hands, that's there in account-to-account payments if it's done right. So you need to get to the split-second response and authorization to make it really compete. But I don't think they're under threat because we still need card. Transactions and credit cards are still useful because of credit, and you don't necessarily get credit with an account-to-account payment. Account-to-account payment is it's out of my bank account now. For some payments, I really like that. For other payments, I'm going to do it on the card because I want to pay it monthly. So these things have to be considered as well.
Okay, Ross, thank you so much for
Thank you,
asking
Ross.
the question. Claire Simpson from the PSR was absolutely fundamental in bringing the authorised push payment fraud reimbursement mechanism to market. It was our pleasure this week to ask her for her standout moment of the last 12 months.
Claire, you've been instrumental in the introduction of this consumer safeguard. What's your standout moment from the first year?
I think the fact that we're seeing a real change, that firms are stepping up, that scams are being stopped earlier, and reimbursement rates have significantly increased across the industry, not just in those firms that have had more experience of handling these types of claims. Victims are getting their money back, but they're also getting it back quickly. But I think my final kind of reflection was the efforts of the whole industry to come together to put this in place for the 7th of October. Firms, trade bodies and Pay.uk all played a significant part. The policy wasn't without its differences of views, but everyone wanted to see an orderly implementation, and we got that.
If you've got some cash that you're stuck to know what to do with it, you could always use it to buy some honours for your friends. Here's a quirky machine you can use on Southwold Pier. It's unusual to get called out for being cashless, but today I needed 20 pence in cash to pay for a photocopy at the library. Payments Unpacked will be holding the first Net Walking in the City event on Tuesday the 25th of November. It'd be great to see you in the City of London. There's a link in the notes below. Thanks for watching Much Ado About Payments. There'll be more next week.